Welcome back to NJ.com. Jackie Friedman here with the Star Ledger's boys lacrosse expert Mike Kinney. We are down to the Final Four. TFC semifinals coming up this Wednesday. 4 teams. We'll go through each of them. We'll start with the biggest surprise being here, Ridge.
Yeah, definitely.
Lost to Immaculata twice this season. Beat them last Saturday.
They beat them last Saturday by doing something they normally don't do. Ridge is normally a man-to-man defense. That's how they go. They go mano-a-mano. They went zone. First, they played a little shut-off. Then they played a little zone against Immaculata, and it really crossed them up offensively. And in the second half, when Immaculata finally adjusted a little bit, Ridge went back to man. They did a splendid job of just adjusting that defense. Alex Rosen is the leader of that defense for Ridge. He's a really tough kid. He's a smart kid, and he has everybody just in sync. And their goalie, too, the kid Wilkins, did a tremendous job. 13 saves against Immaculata. He's hot right now. If they play that zone on Wednesday, who knows? If they can force some outside shots, Wilkins is a kid who's shown he can stop them. So I love what they did as far as the adjustment they made. You don't normally see adjustments this late in the season. You see a team sticking with what got them the state championship. So hats off to Ridge. They are a surprise by beating Immaculata.
And now, if we had said this months earlier, this might have been a surprise. Montclair are giving the biggest transformation, too. Their defense was just not their strong point, and now that's what's carrying them.
That's exactly right. Their defense was solid. I mean, if you go look at the numbers that Montclair gave up as far as what they did defensively, they're a very solid defense. But they had problems against Kinnelon. They had some problems. They had some problems in big games where they didn't slide properly, and they allowed some easy goals in on goalie Andrew Bryant. What they did, they changed it defensively, and they went to almost like a run and jump in basketball, where they have some freedom. The man adjacent to the ball has an opportunity to jump that guy and double team, and they're doing a great job now of getting the ball on the carpet and starting the fast break, giving Andrew Bryant, first of all, better looks, longer view of the ball on outside shots, but also he's playing almost like a safety out of the cage. He's so athletic, he's so quick and smart that he can adjust and take a man who's near the pole and cover him, and he's stealing passes like crazy. And Montclair's defense now is unbelievable. They're creating anarchy on the floor where 3 weeks ago, you thought you could beat their defense, and then you were worried about the offense beating them. But now that defense is absolutely tremendous. Evan O'Donnell he's been the senior leader of that defense, but everybody. Coach Pete Von Hoffman now has 7 guys playing defense as opposed to 4 earlier in the season. So he has his athletes out there playing and running all over the place, and they're dangerous.
And that defense is, St. Joe's is the one that's going to be trying to score on that Montclair defense. Yeah. We're calling them the biggest vindication. They've been doubted from the start of the season. They've been number 2 in the polls since the second week, and they're 22-1.
They're 22-1. They have vindicated themselves by winning non-public A, which everybody on the forum said they wouldn't. Dale Barton, and then some fans of Seton Hall jumped in there too. But Kevin Cernuto and that offense of St. Joe's and Andrew D'Ambrosio, they're a great face-off guy. And defensively, they're just a solid team. They just know how to win games, and they've become a very, very good team. And now they're playing Montclair. Now now that offense that moves the ball so well with Kevin Cernuto and Ed Lipowicki and those guys, now they have to deal with that Montclair defense that's going to be jumping and running all over the place. So now, can they move the ball quicker than that Montclair defense? That's going to be the test. I think that maybe they can against Montclair, and I think I like St. Joe's at number 2. So.
We'll finish up with the team that you've heard a little bit about from us across the season. Summit, the favorite definitely of this group, looking to beat the state's longest winning streak, going for 44 games.
Yep, time for history.
If they win Wednesday and then Saturday.
Right. If they win Wednesday against Ridge, that's 44 in a row. They tie the record that Ridgewood has right now. The great Ridgewood teams of 1990 to 1992. It's a lot of lacrosse games in a row, Jackie. Then, if they win on Wednesday against Ridge, they can do it in the championship. How fitting is that to become, historically, the winningest team in New Jersey history on the tournament champions, on their second tournament champions? This Summit team is outstanding. We talk about the Ridge offense being so solid, but I'm not sure how they can score 3 or 4 goals against this Summit defense. That's the thing.
Not many teams have been able to.
They average people 2.3 goals against. They play one of the toughest schedules in the state of New Jersey, and they average 2.3 goals against. If I'm an attackman facing Summit, I don't feel very good about this game. And Ridge is an outstanding team, but I don't feel very good if I have to face that defense that allows 2.3. And then if I beat them, if I beat Joe Jaskowski and I beat those fellas, I still got to get to Brian Feeney in goal. So it's going to be tough.
You get past them, you save that ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's been an exciting season. We're down to the final excitement. And as always, come back to the Star Ledger and NJ.com. He's Mike Kinney. I'm Jackie Friedman, and we'll see you next time.